to the members. And also, first of all, I would like to extend my appreciation to the organizing committee for inviting me for today's Dhamma talk. And also, Brother Wilson informed me that during this period you are a little bit engaging with the higher level of Dhamma discussions based on Dhammapada. So I was so happy to receive that message, and also I was thinking what area that I can focus based on the Dhammapada, the teachings of the Buddha. I just select the topic as it is, moral basis of the Dhammapada. And also we can focus further what sister says, that any hope for the evildoers. Okay, for this area. Before we proceed, I just want to gentle reminder that this is the period of the Vesak mood. We are moving around. Every center, they are working very hard. I think today State Times also published anything? Huh? The activity is done by Buddhist Fellowship Youth Group, is it? Yeah, thank you for your effort. I just want to remind you, why are we celebrating Vesak? As everyone knows that they commemorate the birth, enlightenment, and the passing away of the Sakyamuni Buddha. Buddha, sometimes when I interact with some of the Buddhist followers, exactly they do not know where the Buddha was born. They say in China. Sometimes some of them say, shake the head, because they have different kind of teachings. They may think that Buddha is living in the heavenly life at the moment. And therefore we have to understand the historical Buddha was born in India more than 2,500 years ago. In India. Birthplace, I think many of our members may visit the place, India, the Lumbini, the birthplace, and the place of enlightenment. We recognize as Buddha Gaya. And the last space of the Buddha is spent in Kushinagar, or the northern India, Indian Valley, northern part of India. Therefore, we celebrate this particular event to commemorate these three major events took place more than 2,500 years ago. And also, just for you to remember again, the Buddha was born at 623 BC as Prince Siddhartha, future Buddha to be, and he spent more than 29 years as Prince Siddhartha. He underwent all this experience, the luxurious life as prince. After seeing the four signs, decided to move away from the luxury life from the palace, and he wanted to find the truth of the life. Therefore, all alone he led his lay life till the age of 29. After renunciation, he spent for last 6 years struggled to realize the true nature of the life. 6 long years. He went for self-mortification. Why? During the period, most of them believed that self-mortification is the only way to attain liberation. He had to follow the same path. Finally, he realized that it is not the way. Understood by himself, middle path is the way to realize the truth. Finally came to Sri Maha Bodhi and attain the Buddhahood. Then, as from the time onwards, till the age of 80, the Buddha tried to teach the Dhamma, what had realized for the followers, whereby last 2,560 over years, we are struggling to understand the teachings of the Buddha. 45 years of the teachings of the Buddha. We are, till today, struggling to realize that. Most of the time, we are failed. Why? Still, we do not know what the Buddha taught. And the birth of the Buddha, actually, it is some sort of a new tradition was born at that time based on love and compassion. That is where the birth of the Buddha signifies. Sometimes in our Buddhist circle, Buddhist circle, we do not know how to say the Buddhist era. This is the Buddha's era, 2000, Vesak going to be 2560, Buddha's era. Buddhist era we count from the Parinibbana, from the time of Parinibbana till today. Christ was born, the first and AD. Then from there onwards, we popularly use as, this is the period of 2017 plus 4543 BC, before the Christ. Then we can find out the number, Buddha's era. It was today going to be the Vesak, this Vesak, 2560. For your information only. Okay. So sometimes very easy to remember, sometimes very difficult for them to understand what is Buddhist era, what is Christian era, also all sort of things. And I have given a paper for you. I know you have been learning this particular Dhammapada for last few weeks. Pali Dhammapada consists of 423 verses, 423 verses in 26 chapters. The Vagga. It is called Vagga. I have already shown first one in Pali, Yamaka Vagga, that translated the words into English, chapter, the twin verses, and there are 20 verses, 20 poems. Likewise, till the chapter 26, you can understand that there are 41 verses. Then, altogether, in this particular Dhammapada, we have 423 verses. Correct? Yes. This is not, the number is not very important, I know. But anyway, you have to have little knowledge about it. From where the Dhammapada come from where? What is Dhammapada exactly? The 45 years of the teachings of the Buddha, as I mentioned earlier, for our easy reference, the teachings divided into 3 groups, the 3 chapters. That is called Tripitaka. That is called Tripitaka. From there, Dhammapada belongs to Sutta Pitaka. Sutta Pitaka. Sutta Pitaka also divided another few groups. Among them, Dhammapada belongs to Khuddaka Nikaya, or the smaller collections. The Khuddaka Nikaya consists of 15 books. Khuddaka Nikaya consists of 15 books. Among them, Dhammapada is the one of the particular books consist on this particular area of the Khuddaka Nikaya. Then again, without confusion, you can understand what is Tipitaka. Tipitaka means Sutta, Vinaya, Abhidhamma. Sutta means the discourses. Vinaya means code of discipline. And Abhidhamma Pitaka means higher doctrines. Sutta, Vinaya and Abhidhamma. The 45 years of the teachings of the Buddha categorized into these 3 volumes. Sutta, Vinaya and Abhidhamma. Sutta means the discourses. Buddha delivered a sermon in different places, for different people in the different places. So all these accumulated, collected, and divided into 5 groups. First one, we say long discourses or Digha Nikaya. Why we say Digha Nikaya? When you read, there are 34 suttas. These suttas very, 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 very long. Therefore, Digha Nikaya means long, long suttas. Ever read or not? Next time when I come, I ask, what is the first sutta in Digha Nikaya? You have to find out. Huh? First one, Brahmajala Sutta. Second one, Majjhima Nikaya, middle length saying. Because this particular sutta is short. Not like very long, not very, very short. Therefore, there are 152 suttas there. Majjhima Nikaya. Then Kindle sayings mean the Sangyutta Nikaya. You can understand how many types of suttas there. 9,726 suttas. So many. But some of the suttas, don't worry. Some of the suttas only 2-3 poems only, verses only. You can read it, no problem. Okay? The gradual saying Anguttara Nikaya, there are 7,791 suttas. The smaller collection, the Khuddaka Nikaya, there are 15 books, but they too have different suttas. Beside these Tripitaka, the original version of the Pali suttas, we have another sets of teachings that is called commentaries, Attakatha, commentaries. In the commentaries, every sutta, every word, they have given some explanation. What is the meaning of the words and all likewise. Then if they cannot understand that particular words, again they have another explanation called sub-commentaries, Tika. So many suttas and the later versions also there. When you come to learn Buddhism today in Singapore, you have thousands of versions of the books contains of the teachings of the Buddha. Why? Later period, we divided into different groups, remember? Mahayana, Vajrayana, Tantrayana, Hinayana, likewise. They have particular areas of the Dhamma too. So, sometimes we confused when we want to learn the Dhamma. Especially for those who are living in Singapore, this multi-religious and multicultural society, we have some sort of the confusion because do not know how confuse our mind. Which teachings is the correct one? You may ask sometimes. And among them, I say, Dhammapada is here Khuddaka Nikaya and very small portion of the teachings of the Buddha. But this particular Dhammapada is very important for every one of us. This particular book has translated to hundreds of languages. And almost people try to say that this is the treasury of the Dhamma. And also, sometime remember, later period, they try to highlight this is the Buddhist Bible. I don't agree anyway. Just what the people said that. Dhammapada is a Buddhist Bible. They were saying in early versions, I can remember that quite. But why it is very important? Because Dhammapada consists of all these teachings of the Buddha in poem forms, summarized. Many teachings of the Buddha summarized, and it highlights in every stanzas. You ever see or not? Ever read Dhammapada or not? You read Dhammapada or not? Huh? Read or not? Every verses? Some of the verses. Okay. Yes, summarize the very essence, very important teachings of the Buddha. And also very easy to remember. Why? I think you know how to read. Huh? In a poem form, very easy to remember. When we recite the verses, very easy for us to remember. Can you read any Dhammapada verses that you can remember? Anyone can remember or not? Yeah. At least one. No, I won't have Pali. I like to hear from Pali. Okay. Mano pubbangama dhamma, mano setta manomaya, manasache paduttena bhasativa karotiva, tatonang dukkha manveti chakkangva vahato padang. Beautiful. The teachings itself given some similes, examples. The evildoer, those who do, later on I show you. But it says that like a bullock cart always follow the bull. Similarly, unwholesome deed, those who have practiced unwholesome actions, like it accompanied you till the end of your life. And the after, in life to come too. So beautiful. That is why every stanza as we refer, there are meaningful principles always taught by the Buddha for us to remember. Then if you are very angry, at that time what we have to do? We have to do the napares. If you are very angry, unhappy, then we have to say some stanza here. What is this stanza? Nahi verena verani sammanti the kudachana. Anger never ceases by anger. Remember the verses? Likewise, every stanza given us a very meaningful meaning for our day-to-day, to apply for our day-to-day life. That is why Dhammapada being very popular. So it is better you have selected these special portions of the teachings of the Buddha, but one thing I tell you, thousands times we repeat it again and again, thousands times we are forgetting it also. That is the problem. If you refer to some suttas, they ask, can you remember last week what we have discussed? Cannot. Okay. Another thing, why the Dhammapada was very important as a whole, we can see some sort of gradual connection with each chapter 1 to 20. I can see. When Mr. Wilson asked me to say something about Dhammapada, I too want to read it again because I also seldom nowadays read whole the Dhammapada again. I realized that chapter 1 to chapter 20, they have the connection, link with each other. When come to the Pakinnaka Vagga, means the chapter 21 onwards to 26, I think, don't write it anywhere, I think that it may added by the later period. The language as well as, the last chapter, Brahmana Vagga, there are 41 stanzas. How can be so many? It might be added by later period, someone. Anyway, all these verses, some of the verses from Tripitaka and abstract and put into these particular books. Therefore, all are related to teachings of the Buddha, no doubt at all. Therefore, the moral basis of Dhammapada, or the Sila, moral means Sila in Pali, which is Sila, which is Dhammapada. Actually, every verses, when you read, every verses you can highlight the moral of the teachings of the Buddha. Okay? So that is why I am facing big challenge, how to select a very particular verses to explain, like today, the Dhamma talk, very difficult, 23 stanzas. Anyway, as Buddhist, very simply, can we summarize the teachings of the Buddha? If I ask someone, can you summarize the teachings of the Buddha? Can you? Don't think about life after death, what is going to happen to us. No, don't think over anything. Anything. I mean, this is the simple version. The Buddha said, Sabba papassa akaranang kusalassa upasampada sacitta pariyodapanang etang buddhanusasanam. If you can remember this, memorize this stanza, repeat it again and again, happy occasions and the unhappy occasions, you are free from problem. Okay? I am not going to do any kind of evil actions. Then I try to perform good deeds. Then purify my mind. This is the teachings of past Buddhas, present Buddhas, and the future Buddhas too. That is why this is very important. This is not the present Buddhas, past, present, and the future Buddha. That is what here we say, teachings of all Buddhas, all the Buddhas. Okay? Can read the verses first, all together? Can read? Sabba papassa karanang This is the summary of the teachings of the Buddha, which verses 183 in Dhammapada. What is the meaning of the words? Huh? Read it, never mind. Read together. Good? If any friend of yours want to know what the Buddha taught, you can repeat this stanza again and again. This is the way. Then no doubt at all, don't say what the Buddha say, I must go and ask Bantela. No such thing. It's too late for you to answer likewise. This is the very good stanza for you to remember, then you can answer for that. What the brother Vincent, you have selected one stanza on behalf of me? Huh? Whether the evildoer have something, relief for him. Yassa papang katang kammang kusalena pitiyati soimang lokang pabhaseti abbo muttho chandima. Okay? This word particular stanza says that though what the first 83 stanza, number 83 stanza say that, Sabba papassa akarana. Don't do evil deeds. Then again, kusalassa upasampada. Do good deeds. Purify one's mind. This is the teachings of the Buddha. But here again, stanza 10 and 173 says that, what does he say? Maybe the translation is verbal, there's sentence by sentences. That's why it's not tally with. Sometimes, by doing wholesome deeds, we do evil deeds. As an example, by doing evil deeds, or wholesome deeds, then we can overcome the bad karmic action that we have done. It is mentioned here. Therefore, those who are the evildoers may be very happy to hear this stanza. Why? Yolo Bante said, Buddha said, even how much of evil action that you have done, by doing good deeds, you can overcome the karmic action that you have to be, Can do or not? Can do. These instances are related to, where it's related to? Angulimala, Venerable Angulimala. He killed thousands of people. Then he make a garland. I know a story of the Angulimala. If you do not know, please go and read. Go to internet, very easy now, Angulimala. They can read this story of the Angulimala. Then, why the teacher want to punish him? Because other students try to carry tales to the teacher, saying that, teacher, master, this Angulimala is not a good boy. He has some affairs with your wife. Teacher happy or not? Very unhappy. Then he did not believe at the beginning, but again and again some students are repeatedly reminding him, this is the thing going on. Why? They were very jealous on him. He is a very capable student. Don't show your capabilities in front of people. People might jealous on you too. Therefore, this is what has happened. Then it is not true, but teacher believed that something going on. Then afterwards, want to kill him. If he killed Angulimala, it's a bad reputation for the teacher. He decided to plot in another ways to kill him. Say, you go and kill 1,000 people and bring the fingers to me. That is the deal, teacher and the disciple, students. Finally, he went all the way. He was very capable. He is killing many. And last moment, he collected 999 fingers. Finally, he saw some ladies walk into the jungle. He's a mother. Then Buddha realized that Angulimala is going to have very serious problem now. Then went all the way to save his life and teach the Dhamma. Then he became the disciples of the Buddha. Okay. Finally, he died. After become disciple of the Buddha, he died because some people have the throwing stone not on him. They are doing quarrel each other, two groups. Angulimala, when Angulimala happened to walk through them, then some stone hit on him and he died. Because of this nature, the other monks asked Venerable Sir, the Buddha, Venerable Sir, what has happened to Angulimala now? The Buddha said, he attained the Arahant path. Referring to this particular stories, the Buddha said, those who have done unwholesome actions and they can become Arahantas too, even. That is why, related to that story, Buddha has recited these particular verses. Therefore, don't afraid. You can do karma, but be mindful. Okay. Then I am not going further details. Then what are the unwholesome actions that we are doing? What are the unwholesome actions? We do actions by, what are the actions? Please, what? Bad action or good action? We are doing, my actions also not so good, okay? Bodily actions. Use the body. What are the actions we do to harm others? Killing others. Stealing things. Behavior, sexual misbehavior. These are called bodily bad actions. Anyone committing? No. Okay. The verbal actions. The most serious problem we are encountering nowadays. Verbal, Even though in Singapore, no chance for you to do the early bodily action, some of them, but the verbal action going on is still freely. What are the verbal action we are doing? Telling lies. Anyone tell lies in your life? Yes. Then You say something bad about others, carry tales to disarm. Yes. Then, harsh word, truly. Yes. Then, gossiping. Gossip, just talk, idle talk. Gossip. Every Buddhist organizations also this have. Even the other organizations too, they have gossip and gossip, idle talk. No meaning, but so many things. Try to stop, very difficult. Then, other unwholesome action done by the mental, mind, greed, great desire. Great desire means, it's a word we say, abhijja. You know abhijja? Anger, no, not anger. Hateful thoughts. I hate till the end of my life. You know Serivanija Jataka? Jataka stories of the previous life stories of the Buddha, Serivanija, who went for the merchant. They went selling some golds. Serivanija. Anyway, until the Devadatta, he was a Devadatta, until the life of the Buddha, he accompanied him and tried to kill him. So that is called the great desire. It's called abhijja. Vyapada, hateful thoughts. This is abhijja means, great desire. Hateful thought, ill will. Okay. Then the wrong view. Very difficult to get rid of wrong views. If you think this is correct, how many times the Buddha said, also don't want to believe the Buddha too. So attached to the views, very dangerous for that kind of thing. Where it begins, how it begins. How it begins. You know how it begins, all this? Where it begins? Just say something, come into your mouth and say words, is karma? Don't afraid, you can say anything you like. But you have to discipline your mind. Every actions that you are doing based on these mental thoughts. If you have thought of desire, thought of hatred, thought of ignorance, based on that, we do all sort of unwholesome things. Therefore, the Buddha taught us how to get rid of this chain of evil thoughts. Okay, this is to remind you, remember these kind of things. Anyway, so many words also sometimes problem for you to remember anyway. So, I just say wholesome action means away from the unwholesome deeds. Not killing, not stealing, not sexual misbehavior, likewise, so forth. Also, for lay people, what are we observing actually? We behave ourselves or not as Buddhist? Panchasila. Panchasila. If you don't want to do anything in your life, can you protect these 5 precepts? Guard these 5 precepts? We can give the assurance that in the end of the life, you will be born in the heavenly life. If you do so, can you not? Cannot? Then you cannot go to heaven. It's confirmed. That is why some people say Buddhism very difficult to practice because this one cannot do, that one cannot do, this one. Go to other side, say everything can be done, but you maintain the... Maintain what? Faith. Okay, sadhu, go there. Okay? So this is not a difficult task that I am going to say. This is not a very difficult task for us to do. But first important fact that we have to understand the teachings of the Buddha, correct Dhamma. Then you realize that it is very easy for us to do. Okay? I try to highlight that portion. Anyway, this one I no need to say. Sometimes I want to say some stories, but not enough time. related to our verbal actions. So if you are going to be very talkative, you may fall down and you die. And if you are not going to say anything, tight your mouth for all the time, the stick may break into two because you tied your mouth. You die too. Keep quiet also, you cannot survive. Okay? Then, even though you keep your mouth shut, the other parties, even the other swan, or the cranes, they can open the mouth. You are very disciplined. You should not. You are very good. You never open your mouth. Then also he dies. Why? Cannot do. Therefore, mouth is very special organ, special ways for us to discipline. Therefore, use it on appropriate time. Sometimes another birds pass by. They say, "Oh, these two birds, you are very intelligent. Oh, you know how to carry this innocent tortoise from one place to another." Then tortoise, that plan given by the tortoise, he said that, very unfair to me. I am the one who planned this. You praise the other people. Understand? So likewise also, he died already. Why? Sometimes we should not open our mouth to praise unnecessary people in unnecessary time to harm you. Okay? So this is very simple words. Anyway, this is not related to what I wanted to say regarding moral principle. It's too difficult. Okay. Okay. I want to give me around 10-15 minutes. Not enough, but I say Noble Eightfold Path. All the moral principle, what we say Panchasila, 8 precepts or whatever, is related to the path leading to the cessation of suffering or Nibbana, path leading to Nibbana. You heard the word Nibbana? Salvation, we cannot use the word salvation. Anyway, Nibbana means the realization of the truth. Some people try to highlight the 8 noble paths in this manner. I observe it very carefully. This way of explanation given the wrong type of concept. Very difficult. Even when you read the many suttas, I also try to read. There is no particular ways of explanation given. Therefore, people, even the Buddhists, they confuse certain time. Why it is so different? Okay, so why? I just categorize the path leading to Nibbana in this way. First, not the Sila first. First, we need to have the right view, right thoughts. If you don't have the right thoughts and right view, you cannot practice Sila. That is why in Buddhism, Buddha highlighted it very carefully. Okay, this is in brief. No time to explain. Okay, so I go to my explanation. Significance of Sila in Buddhism. There are 3 ways of training. It means not only Sila itself. If you want to attain liberation, there are 3 ways for us to practice. What is the practice we here highlight in Buddhism? Moral behavior, mental behavior, and panya, or the wisdom. To develop the wisdom is this way. Okay. So this is truly linked to our 8 noble paths. The moral, if you want to practice moral or the Sila, if you do not know the danger, if you don't practice Sila, how danger you are facing in time to come, you can understand slowly. Okay? Anyway, I have little time. I scrap certain things and I go to the point that I want to highlight. This is the way I highlighted it. First important facts that we have to begin the Dhamma by correcting our vision, right thoughts. Then right view, then right thoughts. Those who have right thoughts, they are able to maintain their physical and mental actions, physical, mental and verbal actions. Sometimes we ask you to, that's why people say it's difficult to practice Panchasila. They say very difficult. But if you know the correct way, easy for you to remind and recollect it again and again. Okay. Can I? Yes. Yeah. Sorry? Sorry? Okay. Okay, okay.
Sorry to disrupt the talk. Can the bike number FBC 7283P, if the owner is here, please go down and shift your bike. It's blocking the way downstairs. Sorry.
Okay. So, I come to this. I want to come here. This is the very basic teachings of the Buddha. Sometimes people not happy with me. Why Bhante want to bring it again and again? You go around the world by learning the Dhamma. Finally, you have to come to you yourself to realize the Dhamma. If you do not know how to arrange your way of life, then unable for you to practice the Dhamma too. This is the essence of the teachings of the Buddha. Wherever you go, whatever you learn, if you do not know how these senses are interacting with you, how it affects for our life, if you do not understand that, difficult to understand the Dhamma too. We have 6 senses, is it? Have or not? If don't have, tell me. Okay. You know, simply, we are using it from the day 1 to the end of our life. But in significance here, we do not know, just go. Like we just see things, hear things, the shouting others, smell things, taste, and we go as it is. You know the important facts that actually this one need to have 1 hour to talk to, if not very difficult to explain. So what is happening with these 6 senses? You know the moral base as we discussed earlier? Greed, hatred, and ignorance. Where it begins, where it origins. Before commit any evil thoughts, where it begins? Greed, hatred, and ignorance? Okay. So I take one of the example here. My eye, contact the flower. That with immediate effect, what is happening? Mind is involved. Mind involved. Involved or not? Yes. Then contact. This is very quick thing. Very quick it happened to us. Then feelings. Origin the feelings. This is not only today, from the day 1 till the end it happening. Then what kind of feelings begins? If you have seen someone, your girlfriend or the boyfriend, long time never come and see immediately, oh, so happy, I like to see him. But this kind of things is the origin of the roots of unwholesome thoughts begins with your own 6 senses. Remember this word. Okay? If you cannot remember, cannot understand the Dhamma. Okay. So how it happened? Pleasant feeling means someone you have seen, you like you very much. Like it very much. Then, how? React. I want to get it. Then I work very hard to get it. Then gradually, what will happen to us? I like it. I cannot let go. I like it. I cannot let go. Even the little child, remember or not? When they give some toys for them to play, if the sister or brother touch it, cry like hell. Why? You know, invisible, but they develop the desire towards the object that they have. Understand the 6 senses are more important for your life? Important or not? Yes. Please don't remember what I have tell you early. Remember this. whenever the anger arose, the desirable thoughts, lustful thoughts arise with immediate effect. You can see how it come to me. Oh, I have used my eye and saw. Then this desire arose. Harmful or not? Harmful, don't touch. If you think that your mind cannot be controlled towards the desirable object that come to you, then you, whatever things, Dhamma talk in this place, forgotten, this one, everything has forgotten. Why? Why? Initiated the thought that you have. Then what happened? You go all the way to fulfill your desire. Dhamma, secondary or maybe not very important for us. You see the danger of this sense contact? Okay? Then the greed developed through our sense of eye, seeing something. Then at the same time, we develop the desire by hearing the sound. The sound also. But anyway, this one, the second one, certain object that you have seen through your eye, what is happened to you? You develop disliking. I don't like. Then what has happened? Dislike. I don't like her. I don't like him. I don't like to hear his voice. Whenever the telephone ring number sees, okay, I don't want to hear. You see, very hate, very, very dangerous. Don't want to hear at all. That invisibly, unhappiness, hateful thoughts develop within yourself. Don't want to answer the phone because nowadays number appeared. That's why sometimes people are very capable to see a private number. No number display. But I normally don't answer no numbers. I don't answer. I don't know who they are. I don't answer. Sorry, don't call this with this kind of number. Huh? Okay. Then, other one is neutral feeling. Everywhere, every time, from morning to evening, how many times you have seen develop the desire or develop the unhappy thoughts towards the object that come to you? That is the danger. Therefore, greed, hatred, and ignorance, the roots of the unwholesome thoughts, develop within you, basically when you contact the sense to the existing world, outside world. Understand or no? Okay. Then you cannot perform sila. Why? Anger cannot practice sila. You have to maintain your mind. That is why Dhammapada, the first instance, say, mind is the forerunner. Mind creates the art. If you do any action with evil thoughts, unhappiness always accompanied you. Dhammapada. Now, right view. What I am going to say now, why Eight Noble Paths go according to the steps, one after the other. If you can read one of the particular suttas, it mentioned that Samma Dittis, Samma Dittis, Samma Dittis, Samma Sankappo Pahoti. Samma Sankappassa, Samma, likewise, go to the end. Okay? Therefore, this gradual progress. Then we understand here, you understand this, okay? Evil thoughts appear within yourself. The evil thoughts look like Angulimala. See? Angulimala. Based on these thoughts, what are you going to do? You develop hate towards all other people. Right thoughts. The words I use, not accurate, but anyway, I just use the right thoughts. Then, mental, that's called mentally we do karma. Okay. Then the second one is verbal action, right speech. See? What is the basic roots there? Through senses, you develop the hateful thoughts, then you develop the greed, you develop the ignorance. Ignorance means do not know exactly what is going on. So you use the words. You cannot practice sila if you cannot tame your thoughts which always come through your six senses. Okay? So that is why Sila, some people say it is difficult, but it is not difficult if you really contact the Dhamma in accordance with. If you do not contact the Dhamma, you cannot do it. Okay. So third one is actions. Actions. Physical action. What are the physical actions? They say killing, stealing, sexual misbehavior. Other one, saying lies, verbal actions. Thoughts, we say abhijja, vyapada, micchaditti. True? This is called mental, verbal, and physical actions. If anyone do harmful things based on these thoughts, unfortunately, unable for us to climb the path towards the liberation. Understand? Can climb up or not? Unable for you to climb up. That is the danger of evil deeds. That is why Buddha say, do wholesome actions. This picture you can keep always remember and keep it if you want to recall it again and again. Because this is very important. If you do harmful things, I am not the Arya Putgala, noble person. Why? I committing all these evil actions. So harmful for me. Cannot climb up the path to Nibbana. Okay. So one thing. Therefore, his livelihood is not peaceful. Like Angulimala, what has happened? With anger, hatred, and ignorance, he killed thousands of people. Finally, if he did not see the Buddha, he immediately go to be born in the hell life. He suffer years and years. That's why evildoer have the way to overcome it. That's why I'm going to show them with the principle, based on principle, not based on stories. Okay, you can understand. Second portion of the teaching. Those who do evil deeds, they have no way to overcome this cycle of samsara. Upadana, or grasping to the cycle of samsara, pancha upadanaska, upadana to that, he is unable to overcome the cycle of journey. That is why the evildoer can suffer again and again on one particular point. If he do not contact the Dhamma, then he cannot, Angulimala also cannot overcome his suffering. If he contact the Dhamma, correct teachings of the Buddha, evildoer could overcome his suffering too. I show the second portion. Okay. Those who are doing wholesome action based on non-greed, right view, I say non-greed, non-hatred, and non-ignorance, he uses his mind. What kind of thoughts he developed? He developed the thought of wholesome, renunciation, prepare to let go. Then non-hatred, develop love towards others, the compassion towards others. You see the beauty for that kind of person's mind itself, himself, he tamed the mind by understanding the danger of the evil thoughts which arose within him. Then his verbal action is very pure. He never go through all the harmful words. Then he do actions accordingly, purifies his physical action. That person, you can understand, he had the right view, he had the right thoughts. Based on this right view and right thoughts, he is able to practice the sila. Those who do not have the right view and right thoughts, unable for them to practice even pancha sila too. Cannot stop by seeing the sila itself. There are deeper sense of Dhamma. It is no need to go to the Buddha, and you can analyze within yourself. Anger arose, remember, very dangerous for us. So tame it. Desire arose unnecessarily, you can control your desire. So that is the important fact. That particular person, the livelihood is very beautiful. This person, we can confirm that where he will be born. conform, that person will be born in the heavenly life, not faith on someone. This is your own discipline. Develop the qualities for you to be born in the heavenly life. Conform. Don't say no. Huh? Correct? Yes, we can conform that. That is the Buddha say. Confirmation is very important. Path leading to happiness. He always leads his path towards happiness. Okay, sorry. Another one. Okay. So, we discuss silas and samadhi level. Okay. Those who control his feelings, not towards the anger, hatred, and ignorance. As I mentioned earlier, when the things had seen through your senses, I control it immediately. Seize the anger. Seize the unhappy thoughts. Then he developed the equanimity level of the life. Equanimity level. No desire, let go. Don't hate, let go further. He controls his thoughts. That particular person, how much of evil action that they have done in the past, he is able to overcome all the karma what he has done, and he can attain the liberation. Who is able to do it? You yourself. We cannot push you there. Understand the correct path. Whatever the karmic action that we have done in the past, present, everything can be come to zero. Passa nirodha, kamma nirodho. Contact cease, then karma is zero. No more. That is where Buddha did not ask his disciple to be slave to the karma. Karma can be controlled by yourself by doing wholesome actions. Okay? But correct path, we have to remember the correct way to do it. If you do the wrong way, no way. Wrong way means no way. This is the way. Whenever you see someone which is not pleasant, you always develop anger towards them, then immediately say, Buddha said, no anger. Let go. Let go. So, let go. Develop the compassion towards her, towards him, towards the object that you can come. That is why compassion and love based on thoughts. Then you can let go of it. How much harmful thing they have done to you? Likewise, don't react. Don't react angrily. So this is the way to liberation according to the Buddha. You see here, it means that no path, no way, okay, no way for him to follow his rebirth. He stopped his rebirth from here. Therefore, no perception, no sanya, no sankhara, no vijnana. Everything is ceased. Therefore, no relinking consciousness. So he is able to overcome his karma. That is what this simple message I want to show you. If I use my words, it might be very difficult for me to explain because I have limited vocabulary. It's okay. So this is the way I want you to understand. If any question you can ask me, then related to this, then I can answer according to the way I know. Okay. Thank you.
Brothers and sisters, first we would like to thank Bhante for the very enlightening talk. And Bhante has actually made adjustments to his meals today, so he can actually take questions from you guys now. He doesn't have to rush off for his lunch because he took it earlier on.
I purposely eat a bit earlier.
Yeah, Bhante has been very kind.
I know that my time is going to be very longer than what you expected. So any question based on that, based on this, you can ask. Then I can answer the way I know. I cannot answer beyond that. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so make good use of this opportunity. Any questions?
Hello, Bante. Thank you. Actually, I have questions about the notes. Can I actually have a copy of your notes? Because when I took pictures, many hats, and then it's not really clear.
I understand because I rush too, because this one take one slide, I have to explain at least 1 hour. Then slowly I can explain in details. If not, you know how long I took to prepare these slides? I took more than 6-7 years. Every time I reconnect with the Dhamma, I try to adjust it in accordance with Dhamma. Therefore, I can give this, but you cannot explain it. I mean, you can show the picture, but it is not really worth. Difficult to explain it. Okay? Yeah.
Thank you, Bante, for your speech. I've got a question. This with regards to rebirth. When we talk about rebirth, I understand that we have the 5 aggregates. So, what of the 5 aggregates is being reborn? And number 2, I've asked this before in other sessions, but I'll ask this again. When we talk about karma, where is karma located in the 5 aggregates? Is it part of the 5 aggregates, or is it something apart from the 5 aggregates? And how does it follow us through the cycle of rebirth? Thank you.
The 5 aggregates means Rupa, body, Vedana, feelings, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. Okay, these are the one. Rupa, Vedana, feelings, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. They are the 5 Panchaskandha. 5 Upadanaskandha, Panch Upadanaskandha, 5 aggregates, yes. And where are the karma located? Here, Rupa is the physical body, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana, mental. Mind made one. Okay. So this is a very deep area for us to discuss, because the whole Abhidhamma discussed this area. Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. And also, where are the karma located? If person do not contact the correct teachings of the Buddha, okay, as the Dhammapada, first instance says, karma accompanied us and punished us. There is no place, we cannot show the location where the karma is stored. There is no storeroom. But the Hindu traditions, they said that after doing karma, it become an extraordinary, powerful thing where effect for the human body. In the not Hinduism, Jainism. Therefore, to liberate, they have to overcome the karma, physical karma. They say physical karma. This one, not the question asked by you. Even remember the Vijnana Matra, Abhidharma masters also try to answer this question. There is no particular answer is given for this question. It's not for his question itself. Karma, where the karma is located. Very difficult to answer for this. We know how to overcome the karma. I cannot say that where it located. Mind. It is called recollection. Recall the bad incident that we have done again and again. Bad incident. As an example, you have done something no one knows. You do something harm. Then every morning, the evening, you remember it again and again. then it always accompanied you till the end of your life. Even the last thought moment, it might appear, I have harm, I have done something harm. Then the karma effect for your next life too. But there, I cannot tell you where the karma is accumulated. Punya karma or the bad, unwholesome karma, where it accumulated. I cannot answer this question because this one being asking many scholars even. Try to answer. Difficult. Therefore, Mahayana traditions, they use the words, what is the word? They use particular words where the karma is located. They use the words, I cannot remember the word they use. Yeah.
Thank you.
Any more questions? No? Actually, Bhante, I have a question myself. Earlier on we were saying unwholesome speech is harsh words, and sometimes in certain situations I find it hard that it seems like only harsh words will work on a certain people. You can be kind multiple times, and then it's only when you push them with harsh words then they do the correct things in response to that. So how do we go about managing that?
Okay. When you remember the paramita, the perfections, Bodhisattva was born as cobras, or someone born as cobras. Then the lady who went to the forest and collect the firewood and use this, she thought that this is the rope. Then she want to tie the rope like cobra, cobra use that and tie the firewood and carry back. Then the cobra was suffering a lot. Okay. Then I think I knew I cannot link the story. It says that sometimes you cannot be so stupid. You should show her like you are a cobra, Okay? You cannot be innocently give way. Cannot, isn't it? If you give way to everyone, you are not a bodhisattva. You are an ordinary human person. You maintain the principle, but from time to time, you have to use not harsh word. You have to reason out why I am like this. It's no harm, no harm. Even some monks, those who do wrong things, Buddha punish them. Don't talk to each other, Brahmadanda. Brahmadanda don't talk. Some wife and husbands are doing sometimes. Brahmadanda for 1 month, 2 months, don't talk to each other. They like that, punished in this way, not using the harsh word. Okay.
Thank you, Bhante. Last question, anybody?
Thank you, Bhante. Bhante, can I ask, for a person with addiction problem, like maybe gambling, or how does he? It becomes harder for him to purify himself. So how can he do that? Thank you.
Addiction in the sense that alcohol, drugs, is so forth.
Gambling.
Yes, yes. Some prayer can. No, I just say, this is very difficult things for us to clear their mind. As long as if they are not prepared to accept the facts, very difficult. Sometimes the rehabilitation centers, they send to that places. There are some monks, some religious people are going there and try to correct their way. Most of them temporarily they correct their life, and immediately they came out again going back to the same route because the very strong desire the weak characteristic cause this problem. Sometimes very difficult. We understand that if I say, oh, Buddhism can cure this problem, no such a way. We have to educate them the way they prepare to accept. If not very hard. We cannot say you go to hell. Also, man, I'm enjoying here, man, next time I can go to hell. People say so. So, enjoy now, later hell. They say like that. So, difficult. So, we have to find the ways. Advice is very important. No other kind of medication to introduce so far? No. No. In any injection? No. I think don't have. I don't think so. I do not know. This is the education is the important thing, I think. Besides that, very hard. Some promise, yes. Certain people say, okay, you come and you read these mantras 100 times or 1 million times, then you can overcome. He read 1 million times, next day he start the problem again. All are worldly things, not the permanent solution. Temporary happiness for individuals. Okay. Any other question? I think don't have.
Thank you very much, Bhante, for the very good talk. I want to ask a question about karma. So you mentioned that if we do something wrong, and then we remember it, and then you feel guilty, and you have bad resulting karma. What if a person have, say for another faith, they have wrong view, they think that there's no sila or panatipata, so they kill and they feel very proud, and then last moment they feel very happy because to them it's great contribution. Does it lead to bad karma in that sense? The
one thing you can analyze when he killed, whether he is killing this, what kind of thoughts appeared in his mind. As an example, the fishing. Don't go far away. And there's the fishing. We can do the fishing thread and go inside. You fish all these fishes. So, what is the intention behind? What is his intention? Generosity towards the fish? The thought of killing, isn't it? It generates thought of killing based on desire or hatred. If come to that kind of conclusion, we say that is the karma. But he is ignorant. He is ignorant, but the karma, he cannot run away from the karma. Yeah.
Thank you.
Any more questions? No? Okay, then let's pay 3 respects to Bhante.
Okay. Before end of the prayer, I bless everyone by reciting some very particular stanzas. Sabbitiyo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinassatu mate bhavat antarayo sukhi digha bhava bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sabba dhammanubhavena sabba sanghanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te. With the blessings of the Buddha, I wish you all happy and peaceful life, good health and safety. Buddha bless you and protect you. Sadhu.